Hi, my name is Heather the Heat Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
This is Amanda the Real Deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Hi, I'm Courtney. And I'm Janita. And you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, former unified welterweight superstar boxer Keith one-time Thurman discussed his possibility of his comeback and who his opponent could possibly be. He stated that former three-division superstar boxer, world champion ADRIEN the Problem Broner could be a possibility of a comeback opponent. He says that his team and his friends have been egging him on to accept the fight with ADRIEN Broner, seeing as though ADRIEN Broner don't let his hands go, and he and his team and his friends and his circle believe that could be an easy victory. He says because ADRIEN Broner just don't let his hands go. So they believe that ADRIEN Broner is an easy victory, but at the same token, ADRIEN Broner, is a marketable name. He's a big name. So, that's a possibility. Also, he was asked about the possibility of facing four-division Mexican superstar boxer Mikey Garcia, and he said that Mikey Garcia truly don't belong in the division. He says that he stated some things he was going to do against Errol Spence. He said he wasn't able to do those things because he's limited. He's truly not a welterweight, but that would be a for him as well. He said that styles make fights, and his style is all wrong for that of Mikey Garcia. So, he stated that, that would be an easy victory for him as well, right? Yeah. And excuse me, I believe I said ADRIEN Broner was a three-division. He's a four-division world champion. Excuse me. Two four-division world champions, Mikey Garcia, ADRIEN Broner. Keith Thurman believes that they both would be easy money, easy work for him. As he stated that, but there's still big fights. There's still big name fights, big comeback name fights for Keith Thurman. He stated that, he's definitely looking to come back to the sport of boxing that he loves. He's definitely looking to continue building on his legacy in the sport of boxing. And he's definitely looking to have, somewhat of a marquee name in a comeback fight for himself. Keith Thurman is 29-1, 22 by way of knockout. That one loss, as we know, came at the hands of Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. That took place in July of 2019, and we have not seen the return of Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, if he don't come back by July, he will be out another whole year, right? Keith Thurman was out 2 years after he beat Danny Garcia for the WBC title in 2017. He didn't make his ring return until January of 2019, right? Nearly 2 years removed from the ring when he fought Josito Lopez, and then he went into the fight in July against Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, in which he lost a split decision. He was dropped in that fight. Manny Pacquiao looked like he turned back the hands of time. Keith Thurman is 31 years of age. He's still relatively young, and Keith Thurman could still make, a serious splash, a serious impact on the sport of boxing and for his legacy, but Keith Thurman had a lot of injuries, elbow injuries, shoulder injuries, hand injuries, a ton of injuries that could hinder him in the long run in the foreseeable future. So, who knows how Keith Thurman is going to return to the ring. You had guys like Errol the True Spence Jr., who's unified, holds the WBC and the IBF world titles now, after he defeated Sean Porter. But obviously, Errol Spence suffered a horrific car accident October 10th, and we don't know how Errol Spence is going to come back to the ring. So I think Keith Thurman would beat Mikey Garcia pretty convincingly. We saw Jesse Vargas outboxing Mikey Garcia for the first round. His size, his speed, and Jesse Vargas doesn't have the most speed in the world. He's not the fastest guy in the world. He doesn't have the best footwork in the world, but that proved to be a problem for Mikey Garcia in the first 4 rounds. Then in the 5th round, obviously Mikey Garcia buzzed and hurt Jesse Vargas, dropped him. Jesse Vargas recovered though in the 6th round, and I felt like he won the 6th round. Then Mikey Garcia won the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Then I had Jesse Vargas winning 11 and 12. But with that said, Keith Thurman has much faster feet. He has faster hands, and he has more power than Jesse Vargas. So I believe Keith Thurman would beat Mikey Garcia. And the thing is, Keith Thurman doesn't hold the title. Mikey Garcia is looking to capture the title in the 5th weight class. So he's looking to become a 5-division world champion. So I don't know how likely that is of Mikey Garcia to accept that fight. He did accept the fight with Jesse Vargas, but he's looking not to just campaign at the welterweight division, but he's looking to capture a title at the welterweight division. Keith Thurman doesn't have that. Now, ADRIEN Broner, on the other hand, doesn't have a title, but is still a big name, a big draw in the sport of boxing. Keith Thurman believes that ADRIEN Broner is not a welterweight either. That's the reason why he has issues letting his hands go in a bigger weight class. He says he's just not that disciplined enough to stay in the lower weight class. But he believes, and his team believes, that's the perfect fight, and they could look to make that fight happen in his comeback fight sooner rather than later. So let's see how this all plays out. That would be a huge fight. Who do I favor in that fight? I will have to slightly favor Keith Thurman in that fight, just what Keith Thurman said, based off of activity alone. ADRIEN Broner just doesn't let his hands go. You know, if ADRIEN Broner is more active, this could be a very, very tough fight for Keith Thurman because ADRIEN Broner still has a lot of power, and he's ADRIEN Broner, a very, very good body puncher, and Keith Thurman is weak to the body. That's his biggest weakness. So, you know, but ADRIEN Broner, again, will have to let his hands go and be more active because Keith Thurman is active and he uses a lot of movement. So that could come into play, and that could bold to be a problem for ADRIEN Broner. But let's see how this all plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Jasmine. Thank you for watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, soy Jasmine. Gracias por ver Sangre Azul Deportes TV. Gracias.